Happy New Year.
Yes,
It is.
that one.
Self-healing, like meditating.
Glossy, so I think this resembles more with the holiday.
Hello,
Hi.
and welcome to our special edition dedicated to Chinese New Year.
Yes, or Lunar New Year.
Yeah, how Chinese says, 新年快乐, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, so during the time I lived in China, this holiday is main holiday for Chinese culture, and it's always associated with special colors. All gifts should be gold and red. So it's almost everyone knows about red envelopes. For Chinese culture, it's really important. This color really important.
Okay.
And we decided to do this kind of fun video about how many fragrances? 7 fragrances.
Yeah,
seven fragrances. That's more in this aesthetic of red, gold color. It's more about color matching, not about how this smells.
Yeah, but we can relate still somehow.
Yeah,
We'll see.
probably. Yeah, yeah. So we will have 7 fragrances, as we said, absolutely different, which match in this aesthetic. By the color, it should be more on a bloody red. Is it bloody, or it's like more like a raspberry color?
Which one?
This red.
It's different reds.
Oh,
No?
come on.
It's
We're done with this. We're done
with
with
men and
this
women, okay?
Yes. So this color is an element of culture, and we would like to speak about these fragrances. This more about the fun video about matching colors to the fragrance.
I suggest to start from here. It's a cherry punk extra version.
Yep.
So this one is actually silver, not gold, but still.
Oh.
So it's a cherry fragrance, but with an interesting undertone.
Yeah, it's a burst of cherry, straightforward, with a bit of sweet saffron inside, peppery with citron pepper, and
It has a floral part as well, with violet and jasmine, and your favorite, mimosa.
with the leathery note and a tonka bean, and almost every extra version on the market have a patchouli because it adds this deepness to the fragrance. This fragrance more about the sexy vibes, something alluring, kind of a bit joyful, but I wouldn't say it's more like badass person, like rebellious fragrance.
Yes, because of the leather, it really has this aspect of something standing out.
Yeah. We go to the next one. Also, pretty controversial will be Kalan from Parfum de Marly. And Kalan is boom, to be honest, one of my favorite fragrances from Parfum de Marly, but not everyone like this fragrance.
Yes, and this is a fragrance dedicated to blood orange, and in heart it has lavender, solar notes, and as a base it's a sandalwood and moss.
And also very, very peppery fragrance. And this
Spicy.
dynamic spices everywhere. That kind of, for me, grounding fragrance. Very grounding, very soft. It's not the soft, it smells bitter and spicy, but something that goes you to the feeling of self-healing somehow. And I think this pretty woody part that they do not disclose it too much.
No, they said only about sandalwood.
Yeah, but on the dry down you can feel this fragrance resembles with Wood for Greatness, this part of the fragrance.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It has so much more when you sniff it than just describing the notes.
Recently we have a story in a store. One of our clients who always come and spending a lot of time re-smelling the fragrances and finding something for specific situation in her life. And she come and she said like, there was some fragrance that I bought from you, like decant, small one, and I throw away the bottle. I don't remember the name, but it smells like dust. I need it for my fur coat.
Oh, so interesting.
And she spent again 2 hours trying to find back this fragrance. And
Interesting.
before she's leaving, Stan told her like, this fragrance for me, it's maybe not yours because it's very masculine. And she's like really, really feminine lady. And maybe it's not for you. It's kind of very, very powdery. And it had this feeling for me, he said, as of dust. And she's like, she smells like, oh,
yes,
it is.
That one. It's amazing.
Yeah, but for me, it's not smelling like a dust. I don't feel that.
No, I can picture that actually. Yeah? Yes, but it's, it's not just dust. Yeah, of course. Of course, it's not just dust. It's with spices and maybe, the surface when it was cleaned with something with a specific liquids. And then it has a little bit of dust, but still you can feel this smell of few days before cleaning.
Now you know that as well. The third one will be Stéphane Humbert Luca.
Yes.
And this one is one of the most matching with the gold and the red color. And the year of a snake is here. So I think this one is a matching, like, oh, it's empty.
Oh yeah?
Oh my goodness, it is empty. It's okay. If it's empty, it's empty. We know how it smells. We can always re-smell it from the cup.
Yes.
So, this fragrance, what you can say about it?
What I can say about this fragrance?
It's a strawberry.
A strawberry and a berry. It smells like it's a burst of berries, and it combines rose aspect as well, incense, which creates rich and enveloping scent.
For me, there's more about the strawberries with a bit of powdery and something a little bit like plasticky inside.
Yes, I think berries give
it's more resembles for me with decorations around this holiday, and everywhere you will see the big red how it's called, lanterns, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
probably,
the balls,
yes.
like kind of balls. So that's something in that style, powdery, also a little bit like more plasticky.
Yes, but a bit soury with the berries.
Yeah.
Right?
We're moving forward with
Âme de
Coeur.
Yeah, from Les Liquides Imaginaires. This is the perfect red for me, the bottle, I mean, the color of the glass. Perfect red.
But this one is not the color of red that's celebrated by Chinese culture. Like I think this one is the most matching. Yeah. This one is like most matching.
Maybe it was the inspiration for creating the fragrance.
Not sure.
Okay, so what do we have here?
Something like fresh, something fougere for me here.
But also fruity underneath. Then it opens with pomegranate, actually rose,
fruity a little bit, and resinous.
Yes.
This pomegranate is not very bitter. It has a bit of green facets, and it's also a little bit of sweetness inside.
Yeah, interesting. And the rose here, together with the myrrh, it adds the depth, reflecting like the festival's rich cultural heritage.
For me, though, this fragrance feels more on the side of something like self-healing, like meditating.
It's interesting.
Something very calm.
Yeah, but first of all, it's actually punchy, spicy punchy, no? From the first sniff.
I'm okay, after Kalan, I'm okay.
No, for me it was very different on the beginning, and now it transformed actually very beautifully into pomegranate something with like rose water, because it's a very light rose actually. Because when you smell it, you can't say it's a rose fragrance. It's not obvious here. But for the pomegranate, I just love it.
Should we do the video about pomegranate fragrances?
Do we have more than one?
Yes.
Yeah?
Sure.
Okay, I love it.
We have mind games with pomegranate.
You're right.
We have Julimat with pomegranate.
Julimat? Which one?
I think it's Nea.
Nea, oh maybe.
With pomegranate.
The color resembles.
Yep. We move next to the cherry. Yeah, red color without cherry is impossible, and the second with a cherry.
Cherry note. Yeah.
It's called Cherry Hook from Gleam. Also, pretty nice red color, I would say.
Yeah.
For
Pretty deep, but this is more like a matte color. Here it's more glossy, so I think this resembles more with the Holiday.
yeah.
It's the same shade, almost the same. Okay, so what do we have here? Of course, cherry, and of course, highlighted by almond.
Yeah, they always together. These two.
Yes, and in the heart it's a rose and heliotrope, and then in the base it's a vanilla and the tonka bean. Everything just so pleasant here.
Yeah, this one is more classic feeling of the cherry boozy fragrance, but very mass appealing, very soft, very, I would say, everyday. It's not something that provocative, not something
like cherry punk, let's say.
Cherry punk, yeah, or even Lost Cherry, which have this boozy vibes. So it's
it's more casual.
It's much more casual, like more everyday cherry that you can wear nicely everywhere. Something more mass appealing.
Yes, but it's very bright, and if you love cherry fragrances, this is also it's a good suggestion for you.
I will move to another fragrance, Gritti, from the same owner, Because I'm Free. That will be much more on a controversial way.
And the bottle is something in between of purple and red. It's not really like red. As you can see, the shade is a bit different. Of course, I know.
This one is more about tuberose, I think, but powdery tuberose.
So it's actually jasmine in there with ambergris.
But I feel more about the dry tuberose with something very mature.
Interesting.
Even bit nostalgic feeling, and ambergris give this nostalgic feeling a lot.
Yes, for sure. It starts with bergamot as well, but you don't feel it actually too long. It just settles very fast and transforms into more floral fragrance. But you're right, I also can feel more white florals than just jasmine. So yeah, it's much more deep
and something
playful.
Like heliotrope inside. This cold, powdery...
Yeah, I can feel powderiness, but not heliotrope. Something else. Yeah, but it's very different. And to me, this fragrance is on a style of the fragrances from designer segment from 2010, something like that. To me, it's a very easygoing fragrance, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think like women can choose this fragrance if they don't really know what they want. They can choose this one and feel amazing in it. Nothing too offensive here. It's very clear. How does it smell? And I don't think it transforms into something, I don't know, into disaster.
Interesting. I wouldn't say like this. For me, it's someone more mature who already know, who is pretty complicated person when you speak with. So that smells for me like this. And the seventh one will be a Haramain Rouge.
Yeah, it's a Haramain Rouge. Yeah, the brand
from French collection. So what we have here? Baccarat Rouge. No.
Yes, but it says that it like on the top notes is citruses and lavender.
And yes, and it's
orchid.
Much more floral.
Yeah, they say in heart it's hyacinth, jasmine, and orange blossom. And on the base it's teakwood, tonka bean, vanilla, and vetiver. So in fact the pyramid is completely different from Baccarat Rouge. But we can smell the saffron here, right? Can you smell it?
It's different. It's much more floral than Baccarat Rouge.
Yeah, it's
much more floral. And less, I would say, this burnt sugar feeling sweet.
But I can feel this Evernil anyways.
Yeah?
Yeah, or just I'm so... my nose is so sensitive to these ingredients that I already have a headache. Yeah, but it's actually much more subtle and pleasant because it has more florals inside. So
I would say, it's much more interesting. It's not much more interesting. It's just different way of the fragrances.
Yeah, of Baccarat style.
Wouldn't say that comparison to the fragrance will be more than 70% to me. So yeah, on 70% they are close to each other, but 30% is a difference. And here I can feel more feminine vibes, more floral vibes, which are not more elegant, but just more softer, which make fragrance much more softer. That's it.
Yes.
Our 7 fragrances is over. Still, Happy New Year, Sinja and Koala. Thank you for watching this video. Almost wanted to say that in Chinese, but I think no one will understand. Yep, and see you soon. 再见.
Thank you for watching, and let us know if you like this format of videos when we match just the style.
Will we match something?
To the fragrance? Yes, because usually we do kind of more brainstorming. Here is just by the color, and yeah, we'll be happy to read your comments. So see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.